Come in!
Steven? Hey, I'm Brad.
Nice to meet you, Brett.
Nice to meet you too. Let's get down to it. I know just what to write. Okay.
Well?
I got nothing. Koala, penguin, koala, penguin, koala, penguin, koala, penguin.
Bored! Gosh dang it, Brad. We both know we can't leave here without a script. We were hired to write a short film to pitch
What do you have?
I have nothing. You've spent the past 5 hours pining, and I have no ideas, and that kind of makes it hard to write anything.
Well, the faster you write something, the faster we leave.
How the flargen schmargle are you a professional?
Because, Steven, I understand people.
What?
I write action movies, Steven. Things the 7-year-old in all of us wants.
So the 7-year-old in me wants a plot.
Well, Steven, this is a small budget short film. I can't use the giant robots fighting giant aliens idea. Well, that would be awesome.
Then think of something, because Schmadoodle knows I can't.
How about a cop action flick?
Explain.
The story follows a good cop, a good man who isn't afraid to get his hands a little dirty. The support lead is a false criminal, a funny man who always has a punchline at the ready. However, his wit does him no good in getting released, as the cops take none of it. The catch is this: the criminal isn't a criminal at all. No, the bad cop is. He murdered the criminal's wife and then set him up for the crime. So then, the bad cop frees the criminal, saying, I'll cover you. The good cop starts to chase the criminal, all according to the bad cop's plan. Enter the good cop's wife, a pretty little thing with as beautiful a heart as a face. The good cop comes home and, while holding his exceptionally beautiful wife, realizes the criminal is innocent.
How does he realize that the criminal is innocent?
Because something his wife says. I don't know, shut up. I'm finishing.
He runs after the fake criminal. His wife bids farewell. The bad cop presses into the now escaped criminal to kill him as a fugitive, getting off scot-free. But in the nick of time, the good cop arrives and tries to stop the bad cop. There's a little fight scene, a few punches and kicks, before the bad cop reveals he's kidnapped the hot wife. The good cop has no cards left to play, and the bad cop seems to have won the day and goes to eliminate all of the heroes. But the criminal jumps in and sacrifices himself. The good cop and his wife work together to kill the villain. Hope is lost, But a miracle happens and the paramedics arrive saying he may live for the sequel. Cup goes to his wife and they cling to each other for dear life. They look each other in the eyes and then they French like there's no
Okay. Okay, Brad, it's a good start.
What, you don't like people Frenching?
But what are you trying to say?
That you are an asexual.
I mean in the film. What's the theme? The primary key? The reason we make it?
What?
A movie always needs a theme. It's what separates Citizen Kane from films like Alien.
In space, no one can hear you scream. It's supposed to scare you, not teach you about the human condition.
It's not a theme, and that's why it's a terrible movie. Let me show you an example of an actually decent plot. We start off with a metaphor. The angsty center child represents humanity as a whole, their being and their soul. The child behind him is the human capacity for evil, reigning over humanity with its cruel existence. The depression manifests as a blue-dressed single father, what he may become in 27 years, 4 months, and 9 days. The girl child represents a kind heart, restrained by the sorrows of humanity's suffering. As he does suffer, he suffers night and he suffers day. The girl child tries to befriend the angst-filled child, but his angst prevents him from becoming a true, happy human. Their teacher is also a metaphor, but this time for Jesus. Her endless suffering for humanity is lost, as the evils of humanity dinge her heavenly work on our fair planet. It should here be noted that the screen turns progressively more blue as the film progresses and his angst extends to show how he sees the world, represented by his glasses. Controlled by his depression, unable to make important life decisions he'll need in this terrible state of current affairs, he is lost in an endless wave of depression and suffering that he is unable to escape from. Then, the camera work takes some artistic license. It starts rocking back and forth to show the instability of his fragile existence in this terribly, terrible world. Yet, humanity's evil flourishes, unkempt by the pain it causes such deep potential. And the girl child begins to feel angst due to her extremely sad feelings. But she takes charge of the situation as a strong, independent woman. She severs the angst child away from his depression and provides the true source of all worldly power: love. The blue disappears as the angst child removes his glasses. Yet, depression requires a victim, and it selects its next as the megalomaniacal representation of human evil. Going to him, looking him in the eyes, and striking him with a baby, the representation of the future. He holds the evil in his arms, never to release him, even in the sorrowful ending of death. The teacher finds happiness in her success at cleansing the earth, as she's found herself in helping to find the angst child's potential, finding the ability to reach to others and lend them the same assistance. The angst child and the girl child hold to each other, dignified of course, and see their future in the same baby that was bringing such sadness earlier. As the final sorrowful chords play, we see nothing but their hands, holding each other in their eternal happiness. Showing the power of friendship, and how a helping hand to someone who's down can save their life.
It would fail.
You're just jealous that you didn't come up with it.
Okay, 3 things. Number 1, not enough action scenes. 2, sex scenes are really awkward with kids.
There wouldn't be a sex scene.
3, it has nothing that anyone wants to see.
And what do people want to see? Nudity?
People don't realize it, but they like violence. Wars, explosions, guns, A-list actors bleeding their guts out, that's what they come to see. Okay, guys specifically like hot chicks. And women like romance, and a good sex scene has a little of both. And everybody could care less about the power of friendship.
You couldn't think of a good theme if you tried.
Okay, listen to this.
Deep in the forest of yonder spirits and happiness, a young fairy lay contemplating her existence, wondering what she might do with her fragile existence, as her life was a whirlwind. upside down was her world and she knew not what to do. But one day, a handsome, spiritual feelings type man enters into her life. With a perfect understanding of the human condition, they embrace and they
Skip the sex scene.
One day, as they were lying happy together, the woman's father came home. Plot twist, he's the boogeyman!
The boogeyman reaches up, pulls him
Stop.
off the bed, pulls him under the bed.
Stop.
What's under there? Sadness and
Just
feelings and
stop.
happiness. It represents your films and their goddamn themes. You prick!
You're not a writer. You're a buffoon.
Stop ruining my story! You know what, Steven? I'm trying so hard to make a funny film for these people, and you're making it so difficult, okay? Wait, that's it. Let's make this the film.
What?
Yeah, this planning, this brainstorming, this ridiculous fight we just had. This could be funny. This could be really good. Yeah, let's make this the film.
Yeah. And the cheap comedy in that fight could certainly amuse people.
And the theme would be that with perseverance, anything can happen.
And we could show people more action that's relevant by cutting away to our ideas.
Compromise?
Compromise.
Yeah. I know just what to write.